Welcome to PowerPoint Intermediate Lesson 3. In this tutorial, you will learn how to insert shapes, format shapes, insert action buttons, hyperlink those action buttons, and format action buttons. In the last tutorial, I showed you a variety of ways to insert pictures. As you can see, I've made some changes to my slides from the last video and formatted the pictures that I've inserted. The first thing I'm going to show you in this tutorial is how to insert shapes. So what you need to do is you need to go up to the ribbon at the top and click on the Insert tab. When you click on the Insert tab, you are going to click on Shapes and you will see a box appear. There's many different kinds of shapes you can select from. We have recently used shapes. We have different kinds of lines. We have different looks of rectangles. We have some basic shapes, block arrows, equation shapes, flowchart, stars and banners, callouts, and action buttons. So you can insert these pictures into your slides wherever you feel you need them. To insert a shape, I'm going to first go to my second slide. I'm going to go up to the ribbon, click on Shapes again. And I'm going to choose an arrow, a line right here. I'm going to click on the one I want. And then you will see, when you put your cursor over the screen, a plus sign appears. Now if I simply click on the slide and drag it, you can see it's forming the arrow. And I'm just going to let go when I'm done. So this is one way you can insert the shape. Now you can also format the shape because right now it's a little hard to see. So to format the shape, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going down to Format Shape. And the Format Shape window will appear, which we should be familiar with by now. And I'm going to underline style. I'm going to change the thickness of the line so that you're able to see it. And as you can see on the screen, it's getting bigger. I'm also going to change the color of the line to a solid line color. So I'm going to change it. Well, black doesn't show, so let me try red. And you can make any other changes that you would like to the shape. So I'm going to close this window when I'm done. And now I can move this shape wherever I want it. So I'm going to just move it down. And now what I've done is I've created an arrow to point out the layer that I'm talking about. So if I wanted to go into my third slide, the mantle, I can do the same exact thing. I can go up to the ribbon under the Insert tab, click on Shapes, and then I can go down to that same arrow, or if I would like a different kind of arrow, there's block arrows. So I'm going to click on one of these to show you how these work. So again, once I select the one that I want, I just click on the slide and I drag it. And now I have a block arrow. This green circle, if you put the cursor over it, what it does is it allows you to rotate the picture. So I'm going to rotate it. And I can also format this as well. So if I right click on the shape, go down to Format Shape, I'm going to move the window so that you can see the changes. I'm going to select a different color arrow. There's my red. So it filled it in red. I can also change the line color. And I'm going to change that to black. Line style, I can change the thickness of it and you can see what's happening. And when I'm finished, I can close. Again, this is just another type of shape you can use. And I'm going to have it pointing to the mantle. And if I want to resize this shape, I just simply click over the circles on any of the corners or the squares on either of the sides, and I can make it smaller or I can make it larger. So when I'm done, I'm going to let go and click off. And now I've inserted my arrow to show where the mantle is located. So there's many different shapes you can select from to add to your PowerPoint slide. The next thing that I'm going to show you how to do is to insert action buttons. So before I show you how to do that, I'm going to click on my second slide. And I know I'm on my second slide when this is highlighted. Now I'm going to go up to Shapes under the Insert tab in the ribbon where I was before, and I'm going to click on Shapes. And at the bottom you have different action buttons. So if I click on an action button, I'm going to click on this left arrow, and if you put the cursor over, it will tell you what the different ones mean. So this says if you insert this button and press it, it will go back to the beginning. This will go to the end of the PowerPoint slide. If you click on this button, it will send you to the home slide, which is usually your first slide. This is an information button. Then we have a return button. We have a movie button, a document button, sound button, a help button, and then you have a custom button, which means you can make your own. I'm going to go over to the two buttons on the left. This button is back or previous, so if I put this on the slide, it will go to the previous slide before it. And if I put on this button, it's going to go to the next slide. So I'm going to click on this one first. And again, just like you would put in the shapes, I'm going to click on the slide, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to let go. Now, when you let go, a button will appear, or a window will appear. In this window, you're going to hyperlink the button. What this means is when you're in your showing your PowerPoint slide, you need to be able to press this button so that you can go back to the previous slide. So we're going to hyperlink it. So it's clicked on hyperlink, and it's already clicked on previous slide. Now if I click this arrow over here, there's different things that I can have it attached to. I can have it go back to the first slide, the last slide view, but this is pointing to the left, which means the previous slide, so I'm going to leave it as previous slide and press OK. Now I'm going to go and insert another button. So I'm going to go up to Shapes. I'm going to this time click on the button pointing to the right. I'm going to press it in my slide and drag it and let go when I'm done. And now you will see the hyperlink button is pressed and next slide. So we are hyperlinking it, so when I click on this button, it will go to your next slide. And I'm going to press OK. Once you have inserted your action buttons, you can format these buttons just like you would a picture or a text box or any other shape. So I'm going to right click on it, Format Shape. Here comes our Format Shape window. I can change the fill color. So I'm going to change that to yellow, and you'll see the button change. I can change the line color, which is currently blue. I'm going to change it to black. I can select the line style, so I can make it thicker if I want. I'm going to go down to 2 points. So there's many changes you can make. When I'm done, I'm going to press Close. Now I'm going to right click on the next button Now I'm going to format this action button, so I'm going to right click, go to Format Shape, change the solid color to yellow, change the line color to black so that they look the same, and change the line style to 2 points, which it already is, and press close. And now I have my 2 action buttons. If I want to move these buttons to center them, I can just click on it and drag. And once I've set them up and if I want to use them on all my slides, I can simply click on one of the buttons, and then you hold down Shift on the keyboard and click on the second one. And then we're going to use our keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to hold down Control and press C for copy. I'm going to click on my mantle slide, and I'm going to hold down Control and press V to paste. And now I've pasted them, and now they look exactly the same, and I'm going to do that for all of my slides. So Control V, and they've pasted, they look the same, and they are also in the same place. And I'm going to go to my last slide and paste them in. Now, to show you what this looks like, I'm going to click on my second slide, and I'm going to bring you out to the PowerPoint to see what others would view. So now, here's what your audience will view. So if I click on this left button, it's going to go back to the slide. I could also simply, to get to the next slide, just click the mouse. And if I wanted to go to the next slide after crust, which is mantle, I click on it and it takes me there. You do not have to have action buttons. You can simply just click on the slide, but it's a nice additive if you would like to. Now, to get out of this view, I'm just going to press the escape button on the PowerPoint. One other thing that I want to show you is that you can add sound to these action buttons. So I'm going to go back to crust, click on it, and I'm going to click on this button, and let's see, I'm going to edit hyperlink, and it brings up this same window that we saw before. And if I click in play sound and then click on this arrow, when I press the button, I can have it make an applause sound, the sound of an arrow shooting, a bomb, a breeze, and if I press the arrow down, there's so many different sounds you can make. And of course you would try to stick with the sound that would seem appropriate. So if I just went to click and press OK, now if I went back out to the PowerPoint view so that your audience can see it, I'll show you what it does. So when I click on this button, you can hear that it made a clicking sound. Again, when you're done with this view, just press escape and it brings you back to your home screen. Remember, if you need a reference to help you remember how to insert shapes, format shapes, insert action buttons, hyperlink the buttons, and format the action buttons, don't forget to look at the PDFs that I've provided with this video. After completing this third lesson in the intermediate tutorials, remember you are creating a PowerPoint presentation that should incorporate all the skills that were taught to you in all the intermediate lessons. So you should be able to insert a text box, create bulleted lists, resize a text box, format a text box, insert pictures from clip art, from a file, format your pictures and insert screenshots, as well as insert shapes, format your shapes, insert action buttons, hyperlink your buttons, and format your action buttons. These are all the skills that I should see when you upload your presentation after completing it.